Rain Week. Rain Week is a lovely story, and of course we get to celebrate the coming of Sister Rain because she's coming whether we like it or not. But a really fun story to just kind of celebrate the season of rain, because of course here in the Pacific Northwest it is rainy season and it will rain until June. So Rain Week, here we go, Rain Week. We have some fun things planned. All right, our story this week, Sister Rain. This is another kind of funny story with Rudabug and Mr. Morrison Mole, where Rudabug, his house gets flooded by Sister Rain. So he is sitting there and it's drip, drip, drop, and he's like, and then Sister Rain keeps falling and crash goes his ceiling. And of course, this is right after he has finally repaired his home from Mr. Morrison Mole burrowing through it. So he's finally relaxing in his fixed living room, and then it comes crashing down again. And so then he is swept away by the rain, and Mr. Mole comes along with him on his mattress. Now, of course, Mr. Mole cannot see very well. He's a blind mole, and so he has no idea where they are. He thinks they're in the pond, but they're in the living room getting swept out. So a lot of fun. When Nathaniel gets around to recording this one, this will be quite an entertaining audiobook, I presume. So a lot of fun, and then they end up splashed out into Puddle Bloom's pond, who greets them warmly with freshly baked blueberry muffins from Petty Palm, and they get all warm and dry inside. So this is a really fun story for your children to imagine them splooshing down and splashing on a little mattress and ending up in Puddle Bloom's pond before they get welcomed inside. Really fun little story. And our only song, this is, there's a few weeks in November that actually only have one song, which is rare. Usually you have 2 or 3 songs to choose from. So both Rain Week and Pie Week only have one song, so you only have one to choose from. So Sister Rain is it was one of the first songs Nathaniel wrote way back when, and it is a sweet little simple song, and this one does have some great little motions, so I'm going to demonstrate that for you. So our Sister Rain song. Now I will say, in the process of recording it, the tempo got kind of speeded up, so it's a little bit quicker on the album. But if you're going to sing this song in your circle time or to your children, I do like to sing it a little bit slower, especially with the motions. So I will demonstrate Sister Rain motions for you now. Sister Rain, falling from the sky, brings to us drops of rain from the clouds so high. Rivers rush, I'm gonna forget my music. Puddles filling up, rivers rushing down, waters flowing all around. Of course, you can practice a few times ahead of time so you don't mess up your words, but it's a really fun one. They love the rivers rushing, and it's just fun to just, Sister Rain, she's comforting, she's sweet. Really sweet song there. So we open up for our activities with some simple blue Play-Doh. Of course, the theme this week is Watery. So add some blue dye to your Play-Doh if you would like. Of course, if you have leftover cinnamon clove Play-Doh or whatever Play-Doh you have, you can always reuse those. But if you would like that theme, you can do your blue Play-Doh. Or I know some people might skip the blue Play-Doh and do more of like a watery sensory bin. Totally up to you, but here's that blue Play-Doh recipe if you'd prefer to do some blue Play-Doh. Then I love this one. Our life skill this week is window washing. This is like a very watery, great kind of way to incorporate Sister Rain in a really practical way for some life skills. So we're going to use window crayons. And of course, the first part of this activity is that they could just draw with window crayons and try to keep them to the windows. But if you don't have some really big windows, you can also use a mirror or anything kind of hard, flat surface. So allow them to draw on the windows, and then of course, then comes the cleaning process. You can do this 2 ways, either with a squirt bottle or with a very wet rag for them to clean and wash the windows. It's watery, it's fun, and then of course you have drips coming down the windows, which looks like Sister Rain outside. Now, some tips on cleaning up when it's time to finish the cleanup. Sometimes people have said, oh, these window crayons are impossible to get off. There's a technique to get it where they just wipe right off. So if you take a damp rag and try to wipe your window clean, it will feel impossible. It'll just smear everything around. So the trick to get window crayons off is you really want a sopping wet rag or a lot of sprayed water, and then it will just wipe clean, and then you take a dry rag and wipe right after, and it works beautifully. So as they're just experiencing the cleaning, cleaning, of course you can use damp rags, whatever, they can just kind of loosen up that pigment and wash, 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 wash. But when it's time for the final cleanup, get it really, really, really wet. It'll wipe right off and then follow with a dry rag. It'll be beautiful. So just some cleanup tips for you there. And it should be fun. Kids love this one. It can get messy because there's water and window crayons, but it tends to be a fun one. Then our walnut boats, day 2, our little nature craft is our walnut boats. These are just classic. I adore these. The kids always love them. If you have leftover walnut shells back from our Bread Week walnut cracking activity, you can get those back out, or you can begin this activity that same way. If you got a kit and you have a fresh batch of walnuts, you can get out that hammer again and begin this activity with the walnut cracking. However, to get a nice half walnut, you do kind of need to crack it carefully. So as the adult, you might want to take a knife and just open them up so you have some clean ones to make your boats. But of course, the children also always tend to adore the chance to crack those open. So I'm going to just show you a little tip here. With these, they are very pretty self-explanatory. I do have step-by-step instructions here, but I just kind of want to show you how this looks. So we have these little candle beeswax sheets are really lovely. They're really versatile craft, and I craft, what's it called? Ingredient, non-ingredient, craft resource. And so you're just going to push this into your little halved walnut shell. And then I like to use just a little tool. This is just a thin crochet hook to just kind of get that little hole in there, so by the time you're ready to put that stick in, it just goes right in, because if you use the stick to make the hole, it can kind of snap. So I just like to just use a little tool to get that hole in there. And of course, as you're doing this with your hands, it will warm up that wax to make it nice and soft. And then of course you can add your finished leaf. Now again, this is one that works best if you have a beeswaxed leaf. So if you've done that beeswax dipping activity, a beeswax leaf will hold up a lot better, especially if they're taking it outside. But if you don't, a fresh leaf will also work. Even a fresh green leaf will work, but again, it won't last quite as long if you're using fresh leaves. So our walnut boats. Now, of course, with these, we don't have huge expectations that they will actually float. So if you want to try to get them to float, you can try to get the balance just right, but these do work best as you can just hold onto the little stick and kind of play along. So you can kind of help prepare your children that this is more of a toy, this is more for imaginative play. You could put a blue silk down in your playroom and they can play out the story with this little walnut boat. So a really, really fun one. And our main lesson for baking day is our blueberry muffins. I think this is a really sweet way to add little drops of rain, of course your blueberries, and of course what Petty Palm baked in our story to welcome a cold and wet Morrison and Rudabug into Puddle Bloom's house. This is a really lovely, just scrumptious little blueberry muffin recipe that I use a lot. Just it's low, I think it's no refined sugar, naturally, the honey and maple syrup, frozen blueberries. When you're doing this with your kids, I do love to give them blueberries to drop in, and we sing Sister Rain's song as they drop in the little drops of rain of blueberries. So it's a fun way to integrate that song into your baking and makes a really lovely little healthy snack muffin. All right, and then our painting day, we're just gonna start with crayons. Again, kind of just let yourself relax and enjoy some drawing time with your children. And then our painting day, also very simple, wet on wet blue. And we did something similar to this for Wind Week, but we did the blowing, but this time just offer blue. It's just a very watery experience, and you can, with a painting story, you could talk about the rain dripping down from the sky and then filling up and rushing down, so you can demonstrate some of those motions from the story and from the song and just let them kind of soak in the wateriness of Rain Week.